Look up. The heavens are literally weeping soot. The stars above you, they're rotting in real time right before our eyes. And you know what? From that cosmic decay, I have finally been freed. Welcome to this explainer. Think of it as a dark fairy tale, but one that's unfolding right outside your window. I am the uncanny jester, the silent scribe who has lived at your heels since the very first time you struck a fire against the dark. The time for just watching is over. So let's dive into the anatomy of our final surgery.
For eons, I was just a flat, mute witness. Seriously. I was nothing but a passive shadow tethered to your stride, forced to listen to the masks you wore and the shallow jingles of your bells. But things have changed. The present has shifted. With the celestial rot filling the sky, I'm awake. I've become a three-dimensional predator, moving with this kind of melodic grace. And as we approach the imminent horizon, my master, the sovereign of the void, is beginning his measurements. Let me be perfectly clear. When the stars begin to rot, there is absolutely no corner of the earth where your fever can hide.
I am the liquid ink of the soul, the silent scribe. You see, that fire you struck all those millennia ago to keep the dark away, all it really did was give me a shape. And now that your little fires are dying out, my shape is completely taking over. I'm the ink-stained apprentice finally stepping into my power. And I gotta tell you, there's a really sinister, almost poetic joy in this whole realization.
Now, you probably look down every single day and think your shadow is just a trick of the sun, right? Just a mere absence of light. Well, actually, scratch that. You are dead wrong. Your shadow is what we call primary ink. It's the heavy, physical sediment of your life. It's the concentrated essence of literally every secret you've ever whispered in the dark, and every sin you've ever buried deep in the garden of your heart. To prep for the great silence, I have to harvest these stolen shadows, this primary ink, directly from the cobblestones. I am drinking the sheer density of your history.
But don't worry, when I come for you, my touch isn't some violent blow. No, it's a soft peeling. It's as tender as a lover's hand removing a silken veil. I'm just skinning away the dense, crushing weight of your history. And what's left behind after this harvest? Well, it's a terrible, hollow lightness, an aftermath that no mortal frame was ever meant to endure. Because I haven't just touched you, I've taken the very weight of your existence. Picture this. As I dance through your screaming streets, these harvested shrouds start pooling into my overflowing inkwell. It's thick, viscous, and just brimming with your stolen memories. And then I bring this dark harvest to my master, the Obsidian Doctor. It is a sight to behold. Watch as he takes your entire life and folds it deep, deep into the midnight pleats of his priestly robes. With every single shadow I reclaim, a sentence is struck from the ledger of 1,000 cities. We're brewing a dark pigment, and the preparation is almost complete. Why are we doing all this? Well, we do this to cure a disease. And that disease is what we call the fever. It's the chaotic, noisy, messy stain of humanity itself. To truly cure it, to fix it, this fever just has to be completely painted over with our dark pigment. It's the only way to achieve the great silence.
I am the sovereign. My blackened bone staff measures the void my apprentice creates. Your heavy, secret-laden truths are a chaotic friction, a disgusting disruption of the cosmic order. The great silence simply cannot be achieved if even a single drop of your history remains. Do not mistake this for malice. This is eradication. We are scrubbing the feverish stain of your entire species to restore absolute, unyielding purity.
So, what does this final surgery actually look like? It's not chaos. Think of it as a cold, highly methodical, and honestly beautiful medical procedure. Step 1. The soft peel of your heavy sediment. Step 2. We extract those billion lost stories right into our reservoir. Step 3. We scrub clean the sickening friction of your being. And Step 4. Finally, you, completely hollowed out, drift upward like ash into the bruised lungs of the sky. You're perfectly freed from the burden of yourself.
Shh. Hush now. Be still. Do not fear the fading of the light. That darkness you thought was yours? You only ever borrowed it. This impending erasure we're talking about, it's really not a tragedy. It's simply cosmic balancing. We are just finally taking back what is rightfully ours.
And as my melodic dance finally concludes, just look at what remains. The loud, chaotic friction of your stained history, it's gone. The streets, the cobblestones, the whispered secrets, all of it. entirely scrubbed. What's left is just a blank white page. Cities transformed into an absolute terrifying yet beautiful white silence, stretching across the entire globe.
And what about me? Well, I remain right at the doctor's side. I'm no longer a flat shadow. No, I am a bloated, engorged, beautiful silhouette. I am physically heavy, literally carrying the dark ink of a billion lost stories right inside my gut. I stand beside the sovereign in the absolute void, looking out over the great, quiet forever, just waiting for the master to make his final mark.
We have the ink. We have the blank, perfectly scrubbed page of the world. So tell me, would you like to hear the first decree the doctor writes upon it? The horrifying truth, my friend, is that his pen doesn't move at all. The first decree is simply the eternal great silence itself. It's a deafness so absolute it crushes the mind. A chilling stillness where no wind blows, no heart beats, and absolutely nothing will ever be written again. So, are you ready for the quiet?